Oh, oh my god, fucking Karen jump scare. What the fuck is wrong with your face, lady? Apparently people are getting my videos, so please smash the bell icon to get notifications of when I post. I post daily, so it should be easy, but apparently YouTube just doesn't recommend my stuff.
Conquest of Elysium 5 is a highly detailed turn-based strategy game developed for and primarily enjoyed by masochistic autists.
Hang on, so I need to go back. What?
Game developed for and primarily enjoyed by masochistic.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, bro? What is this? Is he covered in like fucking sewage or shit? I'm fucking sorry. That actually stumbled to me. I wasn't expecting a man covered in fucking sewage, bro. That's disgusting. Drunk, thank you for welcome in. What the fuck is that? I don't know. A drunk BDSM man? That's not BDSM. That is fucking. I want that not to be scat, but tell me that's fucking. Tell me that's not scat.
Autists. In fact, I would call it predatory and immoral if it wasn't so good. The objective of the game is to survive in the world's largest.
God, no, this looks bad. This looks like a game I would not enjoy because of the fucking how it's. I know it's like two guys made it, so I won't fucking go too hard. But like graphically wise, this does not tickle my pickle.
Largest open-air prison by killing all of the other inmates. Whether you want to accomplish this by bashing their head in with a club, digesting them in a cube of acid, or teleporting them to Agartha doesn't really matter. Just get it.
Wait, isn't Agartha fucking Call of Duty Zombies? Call of Duty Zombies, Agartha. Yes, yeah, okay, sorry. I knew I fucking recognized Agartha.
Done, so you can escape the eternal hell that is Elysium. For today's video, we will be playing as the voice of El, a faction of religious extremists that use biblically accurate angels to incinerate the non-believers. Against us is a troll king, witch, barbarian, illusionist, another voice of El, and the guildmaster from our last video. If we can
this is another video. Okay, we'll have to go watch that one later at some point and
kill each of these godless sodomites, we win. But before we go any further, I need to tell you something. 6 years ago, my wife died in a tragic art installation catastrophe.
Sorry, Reggie. I'm sorry, buddy. That sounds horrible.
She was trying to hang a piece of modern art, but she accidentally.
Is that the Mona Lisa? Oh wait, I remember this. Not the Mona Lisa. There was like a religious painting that was like fading over time. So they hired a painter to restore it, and that's what she did. She made it into a monstrosity. Oh my god, did not touch it.
Accidentally hammered.
It's a monster, Lisa, is what it is. Holy shit.
Into a high voltage transformer and exploded. Ever since that day.
Am I dumb? Am I stupid? I legitimately thought he's being real for a second. I legit thought his wife actually died. I legitimately thought his wife actually died. Oh, I should have fucking known it was a fucking. I hate her. That's a serious question. I legitimately thought. For real, he was like being. My wife died 6 years ago, and I'm sorry, bro. That's fucking awful. No, it's a fucking. I hate him. I fucking hate him.
I have gone to war with the art community, and I never thought I could trust myself to hang a painting ever again.
It's gonna be disc plate. It's gonna be fucking disc. Yes, really. You're not cooked. You're baked and deep fried. This is typical of these athletes. Yeah, exactly. I've watched so many Reggie videos. I shouldn't have fucking bought it. I should have fucking seen right through, but nah. Not our spaghetti-o. No, I hate it. I fucking hate him so much.
Until I met the sponsor of today's video, Displate. Displate offers a stunning range of over 2 million high-quality designs printed directly onto metal canvases. This is all unique licensed art from major brands such as Elden Ring, Warhammer, and Marvel. But if you prefer...
You know, it's funny, right? Literally last night, I bought something on Displate, legitimately. Because Destiny 2 is like, you know, being sunset now, I felt it was time that I actually got something like some fucking a little. It sounds weird, but a memorial for Destiny. So I bought a display of Destiny and some like really pretty artwork that I'm gonna get soon. I know it sounds sad to like say it's like a memorial, but I'm legitimately sad. I'm legitimately upsetty spaghetti about Destiny. I'm very sad. Totally worth it. Yeah, just like a little like something I remember. I remember fucking 12 years of playing this game. Literally growing up with this game is like, bruh.
They also offer custom designs to allow you to indulge in your most personal interests. The best part about this place...
No, please! No! Reggie, why? Oh god, didn't you see that? Do not say nice to that. That's disgusting. That is vile. Don't go back, gross. Oh my fuck, Reggie. We're not even 2 minutes into the video, and we've already spent like fucking 7 minutes. Fucking, oh my god.
It is the non-destructive installation process. No power tools required, no holes in the wall, just clean the surface, apply the displate sticker, apply the magnet.
Reggie, please film horizontally. Reggie, please film horizontally.
And then hang that bad boy up. Congratulations, you are now a member of high society. The fact this is so easy allows me to hang my displates almost anywhere. Displate on the wall, displate on a displate, displate in a pile of leaves, and of course, displate in the tub. Now that I can enjoy refined artwork wherever I go, I have become a more cultured man.
No, bro, that's base. That's base having a Sparrow the Dragon poster in your fucking car window. Fucking base.
And my brain has tripled in size. Doctors are calling it unprecedented and terminal. I'm not sure, but I think that means good. So don't delay. Try Displate today, and for the holidays, if you use code Reggie, you can get between 33 and 40% off, depending on the number of displates you purchase. Thank you, Displate.
Damn, I should have waited to buy my Destiny display. Fuck, bro.
Now back to the video. After setting up the lobby, we select Voice of L and mentally prepare to kill thousands of people. For this purpose, it is important to give ourselves a very silly name, because then no one will take us seriously. Adolf Hitler committing a religious genocide is not remembered fondly.
The fuck? What the fuck is that artwork? Jeffrey Davis? I don't get that one.
But Biggest Dickus doing the exact same thing, well, that's just...
Hey, Biggest Dickus is actually a fucking good name, okay? I approve, I approve.
It's a little horseplay. Now that we have preemptively recontextualized our war crimes, we can begin the game. Loading in, we can see that we've started in a tundra biome, which is already a sufficient reason to kill ourselves, but we push onward. Right now, it's just Biggest Dickus, Esclavaz the Bishop, and a handful of soldiers. However, as we spread our religion, God will bestow us increasingly powerful units for our holy crusade.
Sorry, chat. I was very distracted. Sorry. What's happening? What? Huh?
So we spend the first few turns conquering nearby villages and forcibly converting their inhabitants.
Why? What do you mean why? That's base. That is base as fuck, bro. Why can't they all look like that?
In addition to appeasing our gods, this will provide us with an annual tithe of gold from every religious settlement on the map. Many of the classes in Conquest of Elysium are morally ambiguous, but the fact we can create a religious IRS is irrefutable evidence that we are agents of...
IRS is a fucking curse fucking statement. What the fuck is this, bro? What are they looking at? Final feature IRS. Double pay your religious taxes. What were you distracted by, Nefri? Nothing. Nothing at all. Definitely not the naked man. Definitely not
chaos.
That, no.
Personally, I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is splitting the money, because the tithe is divided between each voice of L depending on their rank.
Oh, cringe. You should just go to
within
me.
the clergy. And currently, the other voice of L player is a cardinal, which means he's getting most of the money. Absolutely unacceptable. He must be killed. But
You know, I could have predicted this. I've seen enough Reggie videos, I could have predicted this.
That has to go on the back burner for now, because we've just encountered our neighbor to the southeast, the Barbarian. This faction uses savage brutality and shamanic rituals to crush their enemies, so I make sure to avoid them entirely and then steal all of their territory when they're not looking. This tactic actually worked pretty well, and as our theological influence grew, several people came to join our cause. Religious flagellants began appearing in nearby towns. A paladin and his retinue of Templar joined our army, and finally,
Paladins and Templar, let's
a
go.
pilgrim set out to travel the Holy Land. I'm sorry to report he was immediately killed by a group of marauding barbarians. The paladin was ripped apart by birds of prey, and shortly after that, the flagellants were slaughtered by a
That octopus? What the fuck is an octopus doing on land, bro?
giant octopus. Having our followers viciously killed in comically painful ways might seem like bad publicity, but actually it's highly relatable, because everyone unfortunate enough to live in Elysium is currently going through the exact same thing. Now, in order to defeat our barbarian friends, we're
Is a landipus? Oh my god.
going to need one thing: lots of money. Money can do amazing things. Simply go to any live streaming website and you'll see just how powerful $50 can be. But don't worry.
Oh my god, we're on a live streaming website right now.
I'm not planning on paying the barbarian to put his ankles behind his head. Instead, we have something else in mind.
Sorry, chat, that took me a minute. That took me a fucking minute to realize what he meant by ankles behind his head. Oh my god. I hate being this dumb sometimes. Legitimately, that took me like a hot minute to fucking realize what he meant by that. Don't laugh at me. Stop laughing at me, would you? Hello from Egypt. Hello, Oblast. Stinky? No, that's just normal Friday nights.
But first, we have to secure some cash. So I began expanding to the west, seizing several villages and gold mines. This was also where we encountered the witch. Her faction uses powerful swamp magic to kill you.
No, this swamp, bro. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Gruber. Now I'm curious. I'm not telling you.
In the most disgusting ways possible.
Oh my god, fucking Karen jump scare. What the fuck is wrong with your face, lady? Holy shit. This is gonna be your sleep paralysis demon tonight. Legitimately. Fucking Karen jump scare. Fucking hell.
So again, we avoid her. After several turns of saving up, we've now got a nice chunk of gold, and we use it to promote Biggest Dickus from Archbishop to Cardinal. This does a few things for us.
Oh yeah, Raz, why? Start with a big, maybe with a biddies.
First, it gives us a bigger share of the tithe. Second, we get higher level holy magic. And third, it now gives us the authority to call religious crusades and holy inquisitions against our enemies.
Nothing bad ever happens with holy crusades and religious inquisitions. No, don't look at history. Don't look at fucking history. Nothing bad ever happens with doing this. No, sirree.
So obviously, we dropped some gold to start a crusade against the barbarians. This summoned a pretty sizable AI-controlled crusader army to hunt down the barbarian apostates. But unfortunately, it spawned on the other side of the map and drove headfirst into a witch's tower that was surrounded by poison mist. This resulted in approximately 70% casualties almost immediately. Meanwhile, back home, the barbarians continue to decimate our local population. Truly, God is testing us. Our only
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, actually. I love this game off like from initial reviews. The gameplay doesn't look too bad. Like, I'm gonna be real, it doesn't actually look too bad.
Saving grace is that the brain-dead Crusader AI that just wasted all of our gold is the exact same AI controlling all of our enemies, which means we shouldn't act surprised when the barbarians run their only commander headfirst into a bunch of ogres and die. The loss of this commander resulted in their entire faction being eliminated, which gave us some much-needed breathing room.
The problem takes care of itself. Let's fucking go. Nothing ever bad happens. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, just don't look at history. Don't look for history. Nothing bad ever happened during that time period. Nothing. Certainly not,
Taking a
no.
peek at the score graph, we can see that we're kind of in the middle of the road. Not quite trash, but not very good either. At least we can take some solace in the fact we're not the Troll King, who appears to have been killed by wild animals somewhere around turn 7. However, if we don't want to be the next to go, we're going to have to take some drastic measures. Which leads us to the 7 apocalyptic seals. As a voice of L, we are capable of using...
But there is an apocalypse, what? Nothing bad ever happens to Pogue. It must have been a Noscan? Yeah, the AI in this game is brain dead.
religious relics to break these seals one at a time. The more we break, the more powerful units our god will bestow upon us. But each broken seal also brings us closer to an absolutely devastating global apocalypse. It's a bit of a balancing act, but desperate times call for desperate measures. The other voice of L already broke the first seal, so I went ahead and cracked the second. In return, angels are now descending from the heavens to join.
Ooh, perfect time to pause, yo. Likewise, I just subscribed for 12 months, Goober. Thank you. I fucking told you, Nick, that Nessie, welcome to Elysium. Well, can we just stay on this chat? Can we just stay here? Can we just, we don't have to finish the video, right? I can just leave this up, right? Right? That's okay. That's okay with you. Hey, chat, we can just stay here. We can just stay right here. Please, just... I'm not down bad, shut up.
Cause. This should make us a little more competitive against the other factions. Speaking of the other factions, we've just encountered the Guildmaster. This class is incredibly broken, but only when used intelligently, as we've...
So, I can't play them, essentially, is what Reggie's saying here. Well, I miss nothing black, nothing.
established that is not something we're going to have to worry about here. In fact, giving this class to the AI is comparable to giving a Corvette to a chimpanzee. Sure, they might figure out
Is that Tyler 1? Tyler 1 gets fucking shot of so
how to turn it on, but almost invariably they will drive it into a brick wall and die. Given these cognitive deficits, I thought the Guildmaster would be the perfect target for a religious inquisition. So I summoned one in and it got to work. The Inquisition is probably our best tool, because they go around the map autonomously killing non-believers and converting settlements for free. Puzzlingly,
Yo, that's broken.
their first target was a giant acid snake, and when he refused to convert to our vaguely defined religion,
I was gonna say, did they manage to convert a fucking giant snake? Excuse you?
they lit him on fire and stabbed him to death with lances. I think it's fair to say he lost that debate. After that, the Inquisition traveled to the far west and actually tracked down the Guildmaster himself. After witnessing us cavalry charge his entire front line and slaughter them mercilessly, the Guildmaster suddenly realized the validity of our religion, and he changed sides mid-battle.
You know what, Base? He knew he was on the wrong side of history.
Following this, the Inquisition sieged down his capital city, and not long after, his entire faction went extinct. We're now down to the final 4. Us, the other voice of L, the Illusionist, and the Witch. I'll be honest, the Illusionist has done nothing the entire game, but the other two are very dangerous. In fact, the Witch just massacred one of our Crusaders.
Wait, then conquer the Illusionist, take his forces, combine them with your own, and then topple the other two. You're welcome for the game.
Armies with a horde of giant snails, carnivorous frogs, and cubes of beef bouillon. This is a dark
Beef what? Beef
day in Constantinople. Beyond that, I'm starting to realize that the other voice of L is a doomsday accelerationist, because he already broke 4 seals, and now the horsemen of the apocalypse are starting to appear and slaughter everyone indiscriminately. Our own
Wait, so there's horsemen in this? Oh no, bro, it's Jover. Welcome to Elysium. Soup? Okay. Essentially condensed. That sounds gross as fuck. That is a problem. Warm pestilence. Oh no. Hi, though. How are you?
logical move in this situation is to become the Pope. By donating 600 gold to the church, Biggest Dickus is able to assume the position of pontiff. There can only ever
be... That's how you get it in real life, too. That's how the church works. You pay your way in.
One pontiff, and whoever is the pontiff collects all of the religious tax money from the entire map. This means that every few turns, we're going to rake in around 500 gold, which should give us an edge.
That's fucking sick. Almost a land every 2 turns is all is
However, it
fucking
also
sick.
puts a target on our back, because if the other voice of L can assassinate Pope Dickus, then they can steal the position of Pontiff
No, do not assassinate our fucking godly elected Pope Dickus,
away
please.
from us, which means it's time to go into hiding. We need to get the Pope back to the capital and surrounded by bodyguards. However, on our second day of being Pope, we were attacked by the very atmosphere itself.
Wait, what? Cloud elements? Oh my fucking god, bro. What
resulting
is
in
this?
almost everyone being electrocuted to death. Eventually, we did get the Pope back to the capital, which is relatively safe, but also kind of the first place you'd check if you were trying to assassinate him. So I took an army south and captured the port of Crabville. From here, we purchased some boats and began looking for secluded islands where we could hide out. Scouring the northern seas, we came across a coral fortress inhabited by fishmen. This could be a promising safe house, so I sent a few armies to capture it, but my generals kept falling overboard and drowning, so
Wait, that's a thing? What the fuck? That's a thing?
this took a few tries. After seizing it, I realized that it's actually a portal to the elemental plane. Obviously, I wanted to explore that, but it wouldn't let me take our boats, so I had to leave them behind before going through. At which point, surprise, we've been teleported to the middle of the ocean. Everyone is
What the fuck is this game,
drowning,
bro?
and whoever is not drowning is being killed by buff, hunky seamen. Thank you, Conquest of Elysium. I hated that. Back to the drawing board. Not long after that fiasco, we actually came across a string of promising islands in the south. In fact, this is a game changer, because this island has the entire Capitolium on it. The Capitolium is a 4-tile mega city which is loaded with resources.
Yo, bro. Okay, we're setting up shop here, bro. This is the real new crib. Is the ocean the Pope? Now, I guess it might be. It did assassinate him,
It's easy to defend and very secluded. Simply put, we're going to need this. I landed an expeditionary force on the island and began
Expeditionary Force, such a fucking good book series. If you want fucking good, a really good fucking sci-fi series, read Expeditionary Force. You're fucking welcome.
re-educating the native population of pygmy tribesmen. Today's lesson, get in the fucking ground. Once that was taken care of, I assessed the Capitolium armies. They're pretty tough, so we're going to have to wait here until reinforcements arrive. I decided to pass the turns next to the Colossus of Rhodes, because I thought it was kind of cool, until it came to life and crushed 90% of our army. Every single turn, Conquest of Elysium finds new and exciting ways to flatten our balls like a pancake. And much like a heroin addict, I can't get enough of it. Because while I am upset that one of our armies died, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't soy-facing the entire time. While all of that was going on, the witch was rampaging around the center of the map with her army of perverted swamp monsters.
Oh god, this swamp is rising up to take what's theirs. Oh no, Shrek's on a fucking warcraft. Valid reaction. Frugration is taking islands himself. Listen, they're our islands, okay? Alright? They're ours. They always have been. The people that I didn't realize it yet.
Other voice of hell summoned the Horsemen of Pestilence and the Horsemen of War, and the illusionist was collecting mirrors. Bit of an underwhelming faction, I won't lie.
Hey, everyone's got their own hobbies, okay, Reggie? Don't judge. If he wants to collect mirrors, let him collect mirrors.
Fortunately, on our end, we've started receiving celestial lions, which are ravaging the non-believers. This put us in a 3-way tie with the witch and the other voice of El, but hopefully capturing the Capitolium can put us on top. Arriving there with a new army of crusaders led by Pope Dickus, we launch our first attack. Our front line of Templar have high armor, which makes them almost invulnerable to projectiles, but the rest of us are not so lucky. Quickly charging down the gates, we begin slaughtering the defenders while the Emperor
They're gonna do it, child. They're gonna get in here. They're gonna do
does
it.
his best to aura farm from the ramparts. This backfires catastrophically when Biggest Dickus casts Heavenly Wrath and smites him for 500 damage. Following his death,
You get magic too? Hey, yo! Okay, that's kinda OP.
we won the battle and repossessed his collection of zany magic items. Now we can focus on conquering the other districts. The Slave District was predictably easy. Trade District, not too bad either. But the Temple
Why does this make me want to play RuneScape again? Chat, like, legitimately watching this, it makes me want to play the game, but also play RuneScape, and I don't know why RuneScape. I really, really do not know why I'm getting the urge to reboot fucking RuneScape of all games from watching this. Lead the islands to the island nations. We are. The island nations are ourselves. It's the UK. We are an island nation. We are leaving them alone. Just all islands belong to the UK. That's how it is. I told Smite we got to spend their drip to not. Retro baby, maybe because Maddie? No, not because Maddie. I mean, I'm watching this. We're watching this video right now. This video is making me want to go play RuneScape. And I do not know why. I legitimately don't. YouTube, if you can like figure out what fucking connections are firing my neurons right now, I would love to know. Why do I want to play RuneScape after watching this video?
District. That one sucks, because its garrison is commanded by a cardinal who appears to be high on speed.
Oh,
this
gosh.
guy is specialized in conversion magic, meaning
Oh no, their conversion fucking couldn't. Then there's fucking controversy about that shit, right? People being like fucking, very, very mistreated in those fucking voices, and it not working because it's fucking delusional.
that mid-battle he can cause 10 to 20 of our soldiers to change teams every
I mean delusional that you can convert people. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
turn. So to avoid receiving the Cardinal's gay conversion therapy, we recruited two
Oh my
catapults
God.
before attacking. These
Those places are fucking horrible. Oh no, yeah, 100%. It's because it is beautifully connected to RuneScape. I'm not sure it is. I don't know how your brain works, how we don't even fully know our own brain. True. But then yeah, watching this whole time I've been like, I should go play RuneScape again. But it's the whole
proceeded
time.
to smoke him in the face with boulders, and he died en route to the hospital. Good riddance. With that, we have now
Get
conquered the
fucked.
entirety of the Capitolium, and our economy is at an all-time
Get
high.
fucked, be
Also,
gay.
in unrelated news, Pompelus the Illusionist was found dead in a Papa John's bathroom. That leaves just us, the witch, and the other voice of L. Let's take a look at the score graph and see how we're doing. Oh. We're fucked. While we were busy dying to statues, Pink appears to have been conquering the entire map.
Holy shit, bro. Fucking Shrek and his swamp is rising up. It's because it looks similar graphically. I mean, maybe like old school RuneScape, but I don't think old. Maybe like the very first RuneScape, yes. The second one, no.
And furthermore, our god seems to be favoring him, because for the past 25
Bruh.
turns, we have been re-gifted the same 2 Celestial Lions over and over, while Pink is receiving Angelic Warriors, Archangels, and whatever the hell this is. In the theological chess battle between our two factions, we're losing so badly that our opponent just got up from the table and he's now banging our wife. But in any game of chess, the loser always has one option. Flip the table and eat the pieces, which
You know what? Days. Fucking base. Yeah, you're losing. Fucking just flip the table. Just fucking flip the table. A biblical actor angel. Correct. The angels are fucking weird monstrosities. They're not this fucking like holy angelic, person. They're like these like massive eyes and fucking wings.
is exactly what we're going to do. You see, Pink has broken 6 of the 7 holy seals, and he thinks we won't break the last one because it will start the apocalypse. But here's
I like we said that in fucking quotation marks, as if it's not actually going to start the apocalypse. They summoned the 4 horsemen. Also, yes, I am recording, don't
an
worry,
important
Rose.
lesson, you greedy bastard. Mutually assured destruction only works if I have something to lose. And as a matter of fact, you've taken most of my
Not true.
territory. So good luck everyone else. I open the ceremony screen and break that 7th seal without hesitation.
Blah. Are those locusts? I see scorpions and locusts. So a plague of locusts I know is one from like the Egyptian fucking when Moses fucking summoned, I think it was like 6 or 7 plagues, right? Right, I think.
The
Yes, I was raised fucking Catholics for a good portion of my life. I'm not religious anymore, but at least was raised in that
Apocalypse
ideology.
has begun. Forest fires have started all over the map, and a portal to hell has opened in the desert, spewing forth hundreds
Oh,
of disease demons, scorpions, and giant grasshoppers with human faces. At the same
what the fuck? Okay, that's different. That's different.
time, a
Fuck.
portal to heaven has appeared, and several angelic armies are
Oh.
rushing into Elysium. Initially, I looked at this and thought, oh good, they're here to kill the demons and take us to the promised
Yeah.
land. Clearly, I forgot which game we were playing, because this is less of a battle between good and evil, and more of a spit roast with us in the middle. On top of all of that, at the center
Getting fucked by heaven and hell at the same time. Actually, okay, on that note, right, I know I just said I'm not religious anymore, but like all the media that I find online of like, fiction, where it's like heaven versus hell, like, demons fighting angels, is it just me or is that really cool? Like it's legitimately like a really cool like fantasy kind of setting where you have like literal demons versus fucking angelic like angels. Like you don't have to be religious to think that's fucking cool. That's like really really fucking cool. I think that's why I like fucking what was this fucking movie called? The one with Keanu Reeves in it, where he's like in between and he's like he's fighting demons and they're like angels. Fucking Constantine. Fucking Constantine is such a good film. Yes, Constantine. I love shit like that. It's so cool. It's such a fucking good film. If you haven't watched it, again, you don't need to be religious. It's just a fantasy. It's fiction. Take it as a fucking story, like all this is. It's really cool. Just having like the epitome of evil fighting this version of angelic like holiness is just such a cool contrast. I wish that was explored more in like fucking fiction. It's so cool. Like literally, the War in Heaven, as written as started in the Heavenly Planes. That was a DC character. Yeah, I know. Darksiders is also Heaven versus Hell. I recently bought the fucking collection because I saw that on Steam for cheap. I kind of want to try it because the idea of you playing as like one of the four horsemen and you're fighting angels and demons sounds fucking cool as shit to me. So I might play that on stream, or I might just do it off stream. I don't know. Either
of
or.
the map, there's a portal to the underworld, where all dead units live as spirits. It was never relevant up to this point because it was guarded by a giant hell dog.
Oh,
But
Cerberus.
now that the angels killed him, hundreds of ghosts are
Oh.
coming through the portal and attacking.
Is that DJ Khaled running?
But now that the angels killed him, hundreds of ghosts are coming
It is DJ Khaled. Oh my god, bro. What a fucking specimen he
through the
is.
portal and attacking us. Last but not least, the fish people from earlier have come through their portal and they're invading us
my
in the
God.
north. In conclusion, 4 different dimensions are collaborating to gangbang us out of existence. I know that sounds
That sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
bad,
lie.
because it is.
I disagree.
But relatively
Oh.
speaking, it's way worse for Pink, since he actually has an empire to lose. Us, on the other hand, we're just hiding out on a secluded island waiting for everyone to die. Speaking of which, there goes the
True.
witch. Just one more faction to eliminate, and then we win.
I love the pettiness of this, right? I love the fucking pettiness. Bro summoned the apocalypse just to fuck everybody else over. Like, not to win, but just to fuck everybody else. A literal apocalypse.
Evidently, Pink was not enthused about our decision to end the world via interdimensional group sex, and he actually sent Sophiel the Archangel to the Capitolium to kill Pope
Oh.
Dickus. In terms of assassination attempts, I found this rather wanting. Sophiel barely even tried, and eventually he was kicked in the head by a horse and died. But as it turns
Let's
out, that
go.
was all part of his plan, because he was carrying cursed items, and now that we
I didn't just see what I thought I saw, did I? Please tell me I didn't just see what I thought I saw. Please? Please tell me it wasn't what I thought it was, chat. Please. Please, for the love of God. I'm gonna go back and check.
turns out that was all part of his plan, because he was carrying cursed items.
Oh no! Oh no, bro. Okay, okay. I'm sure some of you have no idea why I'm reacting to this. To specifically this medallion in the brat here. Um, I'm gonna say you don't want to know. This beautiful amulet here has a name, and it's called Sonichu. And yes, I know about Sonichu. I know about Sonichu, and I'm just not gonna say anything because if you don't know, trust me, you don't want to. It is beyond curse and it's false beyond reason. You don't want to know about this. I'm not going into it.
And now that we killed him, they've been transferred to Pope Dickus. One in particular is an issue: the balances of
those who don't know, be thankful. Yes, exactly. If you don't know, you're fucking lucky. I wish I could erase it from my fucking brain. I really, really do, because holy fucking shit.
famine. These give the plague to whoever is holding them, and since they're cursed, we can't drop them, meaning Pope Dickus's days are numbered. This is some CIA-level assassination technique that I hadn't even considered until now. Fortunately, the plague takes a while to kill us, so we can retreat to the capital and start building a doom stack while waiting for everyone else to perish in the apocalypse. Fast forward 20 turns.
But I want to know. You don't, Rose. I promise you don't know. YouTube, you don't want to know.
Things are getting worse. If our metric for success is pink dying, then we're making progress. But if our metric for success is anything else, we're fucked. Global warming has turned the entire map into a permanent desert, the quality and quantity of demons has tripled, and Abaddon, the Lord of Hell, has begun permanently destroying every settlement in Elysium, meaning our
what the fuck is this
tithe
game?
money has started drying up. On the upside, we found a method to keep the Pope alive. He's currently dying from leprosy, but by recruiting half a dozen bishops and spamming healing spells, we're able to heal him faster than his disease can kill him. Don't get me wrong, his flesh is still rotting from the bone, but with this method, he's able to cling to life as some kind of living corpse. Now look, I'm going
The God Emperor! He's literally the fucking God Emperor!
to be honest, the prognosis for Elysium is not good. Every turn there's less resources, more demons, and our public approval is questionable at best.
So when you summon the apocalypse in this game, you just can't win. You just cannot beat the apocalypse. You're fucked regardless.
So I think it's about time.
Oh, it'd be so cool if you could go into like the other dimensions and conquer them. Like become the rulers of hell and heaven and shit like that.
We leave. Currently, we've got 4 options. We could travel to heaven, hell, the underworld, or the elemental plane. The underworld gradually kills you and causes you to go insane, basically syphilis. And the elemental plane is just a virtual form of waterboarding. So those two are off the table. You're probably thinking heaven is a good option, but I checked. It's full of angels that will try to kill you and a strangely high population of pickpockets. That leaves us one final option. Fellas, we're all going to hell.
Please, insert the Doom fucking music. You need Doom music
The
playing
portal
now.
to hell opened in a desert to the west, so it's time to prepare one final crusade as we stake everything on this daring relocation. I assembled Pope Dickus and his army of Templar, ferried them onto the mainland via boat, and we began carving our way through what's left of Pink's empire. He did try to stop us, but our army was pretty fresh, whereas his spent the last 30 turns getting diabolically molested. So we won pretty easily. For the first time in over 150 turns, we are now slightly above.
Yo, he's doing it. He's winning. He's doing it, chat. It took an apocalypse to fucking bring Pink down, but it's working.
Pink on the score graph. I can feel myself ascending. The crusade continues, conquering several cities and desert palaces. At this point, every single tile is occupied by demons, so every move we make is the result of an in-depth calculation regarding whether it's preferable to be stung to death by scorpions or receive every known STD from a gang of bug chasers. Eventually, we
It's fucking grim, bro. That's so grim. He just had to make the world. Yeah, all he had to do was bring in the apocalypse. So easy, right? Oh no, we're going well into the apocalypse.
made it to the portal with about 200 units. I have no idea what's on the other side of this, but it can't be any worse than the implacable psychic torture that awaits us in Elysium.
True.
We enter the portal and are immediately transported to hell. At first glance, a lot snowier than I expected, but
Expecting fire and brimstone, not snow, but okay. Maybe it's one of the different circles of hell.
Other than that, everything looks right. Plenty of demons, devils, and some fallen angels. That's not great, but what is great is the villages. Each one provides us tons of resources. In fact, after some exploring, it's pretty obvious that the economy of hell is at least twice the size of the economy in Elysium.
Oh, okay, damn.
Meaning, if we can conquer this, Pink simply won't have the resources to resist us, and we can finally win the game. Now, I know you're thinking, Reggie, you have an army of painfully average soldiers and an AIDS patient for a commander. You stand no chance against
that guy looks like a corpse, holy shit.
the Lords of Hell. And normally I would agree, but they actually have medication for that now, and also, the final feature of this class is the blessing system. All of our holy units have the blessed status, which gives them bonus stats, but by performing rituals to God, we can increase the amount of stats provided. How many times can we do this, you may ask? You can do it infinitely, which means we can
Okay, you're slogged. It's Jover, Reggie
turn our
wins.
weakest unit into a 40 health Giga Chad with fire shield, magic resistance, awe, and a 13-inch monster. At which point, nothing
Damn, only 13? Fuck, bro.
will stand in our way. By religion maxing our followers, we were able to capture the majority of
It's like religion maxing. Religion maxing is such a oh god, I fucking hate that term so much. The deepest ninth circle is frozen over. Yeah. That's why I'm only. What do you mean only? I mean, 13 inches is okay. You know, 13 inches is alright, I guess.
hell. The only thing remaining are the three infernal citadels, the Tower of Injustice, the City of Sinners, and the Citadel of Geryon. We need these desperately because capturing them will give us recruitment centers for new units. But if we want to stand any chance in a late-game siege, we're gonna need more catapults. Back in Elysium, we started building a supplementary force with exactly that. This took forever because despite our recent conquests, we're still in some kind of economic ketosis, where we can barely afford food, let alone complex siege equipment.
So like Soviet Russia, basically Soviet Russia will now. Even they gigantify my whole goober.
On the upside, at least we're not pink. I'm pretty
Ooh, I should get a fire emote. Fire emote, hell yeah. Chat, fire emote, yeah?
sure his entire economy is being sustained by that single tile of
Wait, I'm fucking stupid, I have one. There we go, I have one now. I already have one. Neffy says screen confirmed. She's not No, I'm not a horse girl and I'm not a size queen. Maybe.
coral reef. Anyway, we take the reinforcements through the desert and link up with the Pope. We're now ready to finish our conquest of hell, until something terrible happens. Our beloved Pope
no.
Dickus, the man who led a crusade.
No, please don't tell us he died. Please don't tell me he died.
Straight into the jaws of hell, has suddenly succumbed to his disease. Rest easy, my king. Sensing our weakness,
Can we get some 07s in chat, please? YouTube comments as well. I want to see 07s,
Abaddon,
please.
the Lord of Hell, took this opportunity to attack us in the open. I'm not going to lie, I kind of assumed we were going to get steamrolled here, so I just put it on triple speed and waited for the sweet embrace of death. But suddenly, a miracle happened. We actually started winning. It turns out one of our wizards knows geomancy, which is actually very effective against Abaddon. By spamming Earthmeld, they're able to keep him incapacitated. This causes every attack against him to deal bonus damage even if the attack misses. So despite our army being mostly trash, the bonus damage is slowly whittling him down, until finally a random unnamed crossbowman kills one of the strongest units in existence. If this happened in Elysium,
Holy shit, that's incredible!
Abaddon would actually respawn in hell due to his planar immortality, but since we killed him in hell, he's gone for good. After receiving another batch of reinforcements, our invasion is back on.
Wait, so if they conquer hell, do they get demons then? Because to me, that'd be the only fucking reason I'd ever want to conquer hell is so I could recruit my
on
own
track,
demons.
and we march for the Tower of Injustice. Loading into the battle, this might look easy, but each of these demons are fairly powerful spellcasters, which is why we brought spellcasters of our own, in the form of 9 catapults. Magic
yes, the legendary magic unit of the catapult.
specializations include blunt force trauma and closed casket funerals. Using this, we managed to take out the enemy commander before the battle even started, at which point we stormed the gates and captured the tower at the cost of about 75% of our units. 1 down, 2 to go. We were off to a good start, but before I could celebrate, the forces of hell conspired to ruin my life. This doom stack of fallen angels moved into the portal linking Elysium to hell, and now they're blocking it.
They're stopping reinforcements. Oh, so much for the fucking AI being brain dead. They're literally blocking reinforcements.
Which means we no longer have access to outside reinforcements. No more Templar, no bishops, and worst of all, no catapults. Furthermore, efforts to dislodge this blockade have been met with very limited success. On the upside, now that we have a citadel, we can recruit units directly in hell. But the selection is limited and they're very expensive. So it's time to get creative. First, I took Murgles the Bishop and promoted him to Murgles the Pope. Then I took him around every settlement in hell to convert them to our religion. Now that they're in
I love that. You have like a freaking, what's it called? Like a religion spreading in hell. Literally, like you have like the opposite of what you'd want in hell happening. Nurgle the Pope. Well, that might be
theological alignment with us. They're spawning in around 30 flagellants every few turns, which are going straight into our army. Furthermore, the citizens of hell are diligent taxpayers, and we're raking in the money.
Oh, I've fucking seen this! Oh my god. I'm not gonna go into it, but I've fucking seen this cat. Oh, no.
This is terrific, but we need even more. After converting every settlement in this section of hell, I gave Pope Murgles the Trident of the Sea, and then sent him on a solo mission to swim across the ocean and into a river of lava, eventually making it.
How do you swim in a river of lava, bro? Explain that to me. How the fuck do you swim in a river of lava? Yes, you heard that right. No, we did not swim in a river of lava.
To the other side of hell.
Because yes, Poke the powers. He's not fucking superhero, bro.
At which point he starts converting people there too. Personally, I'm not very religious, but if a man swam through a lake of fire just to tell me about his erotic doomsday space opera ideology, I'd give him a chance.
Oh, well. You know what, fair. That's fair. I'd fear him now at least.
Fortunately, the denizens of hell felt the same way, resulting in us grabbing about a half-dozen more towns. Now that the tithe money is flowing, we can finally afford some units at the Citadel of Injustice. This brings us to phase 2 of recruitment. They say, when in Rome, do as the Romans, and when in hell, cook people alive in a giant oven. You see, the forces of hell are quite finite, and the only way they can replenish their ranks is by capturing humans and turning them into demons by baking them alive in.
Oh no! He walked on lava. Oh hi, the something lady from TikTok. I have not posted on TikTok in like months and months and months, but welcome in, Nightingale. How are you?
A giant oven. I assure you, this is not hyperbole. In fact, I decided to try it myself, so I picked up a batch of sinners, took them to the nearest oven, set it to broil, and stuffed them inside. To my surprise, it actually worked. We've now got ourselves a supply of mid-level demons. Between the free flagellants and cheap demons, the army is shaping up nicely for the next siege. The final missing ingredient is the Bloodsworn. These are heavy infantry which have the regeneration ability that allows them to heal mid-battle.
Busted and fucking broken, bro.
Very strong on its own, but when we combine this with Pope Murgle's ability to bless the entire army with free
Sorry, for a minute I thought you said Pope Nurgle. I'm so 40k
stats, the Bloodsworn become incredibly overpowered. So after spending 30 turns recruiting, I assemble all of our commanders outside the next target. Our combined forces total 550, with over 300 flagellants and 180 Bloodsworn infantry. It's now time to attack the
How are they gonna beat this literal doomstack
Citadel of
here?
Sin. The battle begins with an opening volley from the catapults, followed by the charge of the flagellants, where 300 psychotic men with whips and chains rush the walls, tear down the gates, and start ripping apart the demons one by one.
wow.
Unfortunately, our enemies have very strong magic, and we lose about 20 flagellants for every one demon we kill. I know that sounds bad.
Not with your fucking army, it says that. They're the chaff, okay? They're just to like soak up the damage while your big dick units move in behind
But religion demands sacrifice, and you can either do it here on the battlefield, or you can do it over there in the oven.
And chains, game guard tactics, ahoy. They're absolutely chaff. Yeah, exactly. They're meant to fucking soak up
I know
the
which
damage.
one I'd pick. Once our Bloodsworn made it to the front, we were able to gradually whittle down the defenders until there was nothing left. Discord HQ has been secured. Now it's on to the Citadel of Garion to complete the trifecta of evil. While this castle doesn't have a huge garrison, it does have 227 health Garion the Monster of Fraud. According to a Wikipedia page edited by reliable sources, Garion was a fearsome giant with either one body and 3 heads, or more unsettlingly, 1 head and 3 bodies. This makes more sense when you analyze his family tree and realize that at some point, someone had sex with a horse.
I want to fuck a horse.
Thankfully, our Crusaders don't have to worry
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Oh my god.
about that. Instead, we have to worry about his level 3 command magic, because this Garion is a master of manipulation. We go ahead and attack his citadel. He starts the battle by casting mass confusion, and despite our magic resistance, this affects 70% of our army. When confused,
Fucking
units typically
hell.
wander around aimlessly and sometimes beat themselves to death. A very compelling opening move. The battle proceeds with Garion using sleep, confusion, and charm spells.
It's like a Pokemon fucking battle. Like, look, for real. He used confusion. It's super effective.
To delay us, while his Ice Devils cast map-wide blizzards to chunk our entire army. Thankfully, our Bloodsworn are regenerating, but everyone else, not so much. Once we make it to the gates, I realize they're actually electrified, and about 200 people die in the process of breaking them. At this
Shit,
point, I was
bro.
pretty sure we were going to lose, until our old wizard had some kind of flashback to Iwo Jima, because for the next 20 turns, he became a human flamethrower. This helped our Bloodsworn close the gap, and after 30 rounds of combat, one of
Yeah, box.
our soldiers stabbed Garion in the head for 40 damage, killing him on the spot. Well, there it
Let's
is. This all
go.
started with Satan performing a home invasion on us in Elysium. But like a deranged sociopath, we hid under the floorboards, stalked him until we found his house, and then performed a counter-home invasion. Now, after
Well, no, true. For real, it's a literally Uno reverse card. No, fuck you.
killing all of his friends, we're sitting on his couch watching TV, and it feels good. But one final problem
Oh.
remains. The last remaining player, Pink. You may be
They're still alive? Pinky's still alive even after all this fucking bullshit? Night Gamer, fucking
wondering
bro.
how he even survived this long in the first place.
Yeah.
And the answer is the same way we did. While we held out on Capitolium Island, Pink weathered the storm to the east on Crab Island. This was possible because his settlements continually spawned angelic creatures to defend him. All of these units have flying, which means in theory they could easily leave the island, wander into a bunch of scorpions, and die. But they also have leadership, which means they like to add random units they find into their army, and once they add flagellants in, the army can no longer fly, meaning it's permanently stuck on the island. So the only thing left for it to do is spend 300 turns wandering around.
Oh, okay, alright, okay, I see. So they got lucky. Did they take over Heaven? No, they just held out on a little island with their
Collecting
doomstacks.
more units and killing things. This phenomena resulted in both us and Pink accumulating absolutely massive doom stacks that have defended our
Holy
islands
shit,
for the
bro.
past 500 turns. Now that we've rebuilt our economy in hell, it's time to go to Crab Island, crush Pink's last army, and finish this once and for all. We begin
Come on, we gotta
recruitment of
beat
an
Pink.
invasion force immediately, and after securing a navy, we set sail for Crab Island, until we got ambushed by a disease devil who used decay to decompose our boats and drown half the army in about 7 seconds.
That's bullshit. That is so fucking bullshit. What the fuck?
seconds. Absolutely devastating. After receiving
Yeah.
reinforcements from the capital, we landed on Crab Island with a force of 400 of the finest hobos and bums I could afford to hire. Most of these units aren't holy, but thanks to the Bless Army ability, we can effectively baptize 400 people at once, giving them a massive stat boost. Now that we're here, there's just two targets, the guard tower in the south and the city to the north. We start with the tower since it's less defended, and waste no time slaughtering the 200 defenders.
Okay, chat, before we continue, I want to know, do you think he wins? Do you think he's got this? Yes or no? In the comments and in throughout right now. Does he got this? Is he gonna win? Or is he gonna fucking fall off? I don't know. I think he's got this, but something could happen where Pink pulls out some bullshit and wipes him. Yes, no, I don't see how he'd lose. Okay. Shouts in agreement that
The
he's
only
gonna win.
hiccup was the fact they had a paladin with level 3 magic, which he used to make himself
Oh?
invulnerable to all physical damage. This resulted
Okay, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about, chat. This is the kind
in
of
him
shit.
almost killing our entire army before one of the wizards came up and smoked him in the face with a fireball. That, in a nutshell, is why this apocalypse happened in the first place. Pink got paladins with level 3 magic, and we got paladins with level 3 brain damage. The injustice was simply too much. After grabbing some more soldiers, we head out to take Pink's final city, but he intercepts us in transit with an absolutely massive army of celestial lions and flagellants. The final battle for religious supremacy begins now. A rampage of 30 lions barrels down on our front line. We are but wheat before the scythe, and they cut us down. However, that's part of the plan. Because
No, wait, is it? That's part of the plan, Paul? It's not your flagellants, right? It's not the chaff.
all of our units are blessed with level 2 fire shields, which returns damage to their attackers. So by jamming hundreds of men into the meat grinder that is Pink's army, we gradually manage to break it. Now it's up to our backline of
It's not looking good, chat. It ain't looking good. I don't know, I think it might be
casters to
crowds.
clear out the hundreds of enemy flagellants rushing toward us. Thanks to the generous application of level 3 pyromancy, we managed to accomplish this task, barely eking out a victory against the odds.
Yo, okay, you did it! Yo.
After clearing out his final city to the north, we check the score graphs. Pink is no longer a thriving empire,
Let's
but rather a
go.
corpse pretending to breathe. And after kicking him a few more times, he does the honorable thing and gives up. Now finally, after surviving the
Let's
apocalypse,
go.
conquering hell, and achieving religious supremacy, we have won the game. As we scroll out and marvel at the truly disgusting state of Elysium, I am reminded that our kingdom is not of this world. It's hell. We live in hell, and I like it that way. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul in the process? That is the fate we have saved Pink from by killing him, which in the end
Let's
makes us
go.
not only winners, but also morally superior. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was good, that was good. I don't know if I'm gonna play the game, but it was good. It looked interesting at least. The fact that you can go to hell and just take it over is so fucking cool to me. That was sick. That was sick.